Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching China Glaze's Jurassic World Dominion collection. This collection is already available on beyondpolish.com. Don't forget to use my code Manicentric to save 10% off, and that will be in the description down below. So if you enjoy live swatches, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And we are going to jump right in with the swatches. So I grabbed this collection because I am a huge fan of Jurassic Park. So that's just a little background. And TRex appeal is your basic cream. It's supposed to be like a color of a fossil, and it's a pale gray. The higher your lighting is, the more pale it's going to look. I wasn't, overly surprised, but I was appreciating it because I could always use an extra gray. And then for our neutral shade, we have this beauty here, which carries a cute surprise, in my opinion. Sandy Scales. It says Sandy Scales, but it just reminds me of the sand from Jurassic Park 1, where, you know what? I won't get too much into my crazy fandom over it, but I did appreciate this polish because it dries matte, and I always want matte neutrals. So this helps me to skip a step and just go with a cute matte neutral right out of the bottle. Next up is a polish that I have some mixed feelings on. If you like texture, I guess it's pretty awesome. It's preserved in amber, and this one has what I suppose are supposed to be flakies or either like glitter shreds. And it was interesting to apply to get it even and to make the shreds lay flat. That's the interesting part. But I also do like the effect that it creates. So I'm not going to totally turn it down, but you are going to want to use the leveler or glitter grabber or smooth moves to go ahead and deal with some of that texture, especially if you're looking for a nice smooth manicure. So have that on hand. And this next one, I just really like it. I feel like out of all of the shades, this one was the one that was the most summery. Now, my camera screen is picking up a little more of the red in it, but Orange You Fierce is a true orange. It's bright, it's shimmery, it's citrusy. It definitely gave me some of those summer vibes back, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking pumpkins. So apparently I cannot separate oranges from fall. I guess that's my lot in life. But this one did go on sheer almost with the rest of the polishes. I was able to do opacity in 2 coats, and most of them were 1 coaters for me, to be honest. But this one did require 3 coats for me to feel totally comfortable with the coverage. If you don't mind seeing your visible nail line, you could probably get away with 2, or even 1 thin coat and then 1 super generous coat. It's really up to you, but the longer your nails, the more coats you're gonna need. And then, oh, here we go with our side by side. You can see how gray TRex appeal is right next to Sandy Scales. And then I wanted to do a side by side with the other 2 because one is clearly like a golden yellow color and the other is orange, but you wouldn't necessarily pick that up without seeing them next to each other. And so far, they're fine. I like the collection, but I wouldn't say that, go out, buy it right now. Pick and choose the ones you're going to want. like this beauty here, which I thought was going to be a much brighter red. Let 'em Roar to me felt like kind of red, kind of mauve, and then with this gold shimmer, which looks like it shifts a little bit to green in some angles. So it's a whole lot going on in this polish, but I really liked it though. I think it almost shot up to my favorite from just the application process was enough for me. And then, of course, we have a blue, and honestly, it's a beautiful blue. I like the way it looks. I was a little iffy on the texture, and this is from someone who loves glitter crullies these days. So you should know Betta was beautiful in concept, and it was a little hard for me to pull it off as far as with the texture. Again, like, I guess this collection is all about feeling being in that moment, because there was texture on the gold one, and there's texture on this one, and then there's another one with a little more texture, and then a last one with texture too. So make sure you've got some smoothing top coat, because they are all beautiful, but it's going to be a bumpy ride if you're just applying your regular top coat and hoping for the best. Next up is Wrapped Around Your Finger. And I always enjoy nail polish names, but this one, it's called Wrapped Around Your Finger, but I get total jungle vibes from how rich and how dark and how jewel-toned emerald this nail polish is. And then it has that golden glow, or like that brighter green shimmer. And then you've also got the shreds in it to accent it. I see a jungle. I see the leaves that come forth, and then the background of the jungle. I did not do any special placement with this. I let the shreds fall where they may. And last but not least is this polish right here. So Olive to Roar was a conundrum for me. The collection is still really new, and I could not get any info on it, but it dries with texture, almost like reptilian dinosaur skin. So it was almost like dinodermis to me when I saw it dry. And then it does dry a little bit darker and in a semi-matte finish. So that right there that you're looking at, every finger, every coat, every time I polished my nails with this, I got it over and over again. I originally thought it was bubbling, and then I was like, what if this is an effect? I'm dying to know if China Glaze did that on purpose, because if they did, it's a very cool effect. If they didn't, it's a bad formula. And I tend to believe that, given the theme is Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Dominion, it's supposed to be reptilian skin. However, this is the last side-by-side of this video. I am all done here. If you're part of my nail fam, thank you so much for joining me and for all of your good vibes and your support, sending out virtual hugs. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.